After 25 years of touring the world, Night of the Jumps made their debut in Hungary's capital city of Budapest. And the local Hungarian crowd could not have been louder throughout the entire night of competition, with some of the world's best freestyle motocross, BMX, mountain bike and scooter riders going head to head. Inside the MVM Dome, as the riders were meeting fans for the first time before the show, with photo opportunities and autographs to be had, it was time for the Psycho Dolls to heat things up. The fuse was lit, new riders had joined the third round of the World Tour, and it was about to get wild. In the first qualifying group, Budapest welcomed back to competition after back surgery for the first time in many years, Marcin Lukaszek, who was looking better than ever. Matej Cezak stomped a clean run and a massive knack front flip to warm the crowd up, before Danny Torres would also return to competition and bring some of the biggest trips like double heart flips and one-hand Indy backflips. The final rider of Group 1 was Davide Rossi, and he was a man on a mission, bringing the one-handed knack front flip. He was guaranteeing his place in the final. The best whip competition was going to be tough for the reigning champ Matej Cezak. This time, with some real heat was applied by Danny Torres, Davide Rossi and Marcin Lukaszek, but the crowd was on Matej's side, and he took yet another hard-fought win for the season. The second quali group started with Hannes Ackermann, who was invited back after his return to competition in Dresden and secured his spot with the upcoming events. Mikołaj Temka has been getting used to his new 450cc machine, and the Cordova flips were looking even better on the bigger bike. Previously retired FMX and Dakar rally rider Libor Podmol also returned, and it was like turning back the clock, looking as good as ever with this cliffy flip. Luke Ackermann rounded out the second quali group with a double backflip, transferring 2 meters to the side. From the fossil fuel burning to carrying your bike to the top of a 10-meter high tower, the mountain bike BMX and Scooter Competition was going to be even tougher. Young guns like Lawrence Schwegler, the winner from the all-new next-gen competition, made his Night of the Jumps debut against some of the best riders in the world, but he was also up against a tough crowd like Peter Kaska, who really shone through as a newcomer, landing his cash roll on the scooter. Or the man to watch, Tom Pfeiffer, landing another triple flip from the 10-meter high roll-in, and even guys like Alejandro Bonifay, who landed a perfect twister to bounce front flip. It was again enough for Bonifay to take the win at the third round of the World Tour. The Synchro Competition was a throwback to the nation's events, with Team Poland of Marcin Lukaszek and Sapsa up against Team Germany's Luke and Hannes Ackermann, riding in sync versus the Czech masters of Libor Podmol and Matej Cezak. Team Czech brought the harder tricks in unison, and they took the win. Final showdown in FMX came to 8 jumps plus the double up, and it was the 2010 world champion Libor Podmol who set the standard for the next 3 riders. Matej Cezak, with that huge knack front flip, was just able to knock Libor off the hot seat, but with 2 more riders to come, they would determine the final ranking. Davide Rossi qualified in second position, and he was looking for the win. The Italian came with a completely different run of combos, and he was sure to sit on the hot seat until the double up mistake came, and it cost him a podium and almost wiped out the current season leader and reigning world champion Luke Ackermann when he crashed into the tunnel. Most importantly, Davide and Luke came out of the incident unscathed before we watched the final run. After being shaken up at the worst possible time just before his run, Luke Ackerman launched into a double flip at the start of his run, sending a 360 knack, front flips, and finishing with a fully extended one-handed double backflip. Luke was the clear winner on the night, full of surprises in the FMX competition, and Alejandro Bonifay the winner in mountain bike, and that wraps up Night of the Jumps in Budapest. We will take 3 weeks off before we see you again in Hamburg, Germany on October the 25th. Grab your tickets at nightofthejumps.com or we'll see you on the YouTube live stream.